Is it time to buy or sell QQQ ETF? In this video, we will take a comprehensive look at QQQ. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 9th of July, 2025. And now we are here to provide you with a more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one of 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 27th of May, 2025, our system has ranked QQQ as a strong buy candidate, assigning it a score of 5.63. Let's examine the performance of the ETF during this time. The ETF has experienced an increase of 6.72%. This equates to an average return of 0.22% per day since it was identified as a strong buy candidate. The exchange-traded fund is currently positioned within a robust upward trend in the short term, indicating further potential for growth within this trend. The analysis of the past 3 months suggests a possible change of approximately 23% over the next 3 months, with expected returns ranging between 17.5% and 29%. In terms of a longer perspective, our analysis over the past 12 months points to a projected change of around 8%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance may fluctuate between a decrease of 17% and an increase of 9% over the next year. In practical terms, this would imply that the future price could range from approximately $461 to $607. Our latest daily update for the QQQ includes the headline, Stronger Technical Forecast for QQQ ETF Price After Wednesday Trading. The QQQ ETF price increased by 0.71% on the last trading day, which was Wednesday, the 9th of July, 2025, rising from $552.33 to $556.25. During this trading day, the ETF fluctuated 0.82%, ranging from a low of $553.10 to a high of $557.63. The price has risen in 8 out of the last 10 days and has increased by 3.05% over the past 2 weeks. Notably, volume has risen on the last day alongside the price, indicating a positive technical sign, with a total of 7 million more shares traded compared to the previous day. In total, 42 million shares were exchanged, amounting to approximately $23.61 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF reached $557.63, while the lowest price was $402.39. Currently, the price is 0.25%, or $1.38, below the 52-week high of $557.63, which also stands as the all-time high for the ETF. The Invesco QQQ Trust, recognized for its substantial exposure to technology stocks, is currently navigating a complex market landscape. Recent news indicates that investors are exhibiting cautious optimism despite potential tariff impacts and signs of an overbought technology sector. The market seems to be experiencing a sideways trend as traders await key indicators, such as the minutes from the Federal Open Market Committee, which could provide clarity on interest rate strategies. High-growth companies within the QQQ, such as Apple and Amazon, continue to be appealing, particularly as they play significant roles in the overall performance of the exchange-traded fund. Year-to-date gains of approximately 8% mirror last year's 16% returns, making the QQQ an attractive option for investors focused on capital appreciation. However, the backdrop of rising caution, driven by both tariff uncertainties and increased levels of investor greed, suggests that a strategic approach is essential. Long-term investors may benefit from the QQQ's strong historical performance, yet short-term volatility could introduce risks if economic conditions shift unfavorably. Therefore, while the QQQ is well-positioned for growth, market participants should be prepared for potential fluctuations as they seek to capitalize on both immediate opportunities and enduring trends in artificial intelligence and technology spending. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 9th of July, 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned QQQ a hold grade with a hold action. On the same day, it was also reported that Benchmark assigned QQQ an outperform grade with a hold action. On Thursday, the 26th of June, 2025, Benchmark assigned QQQ a negative grade with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 10th of June, 2025, Benchmark assigned QQQ a mixed grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 9th of June, 2025, it was reported that Edward Jones assigned QQQ a mixed grade with a hold action. The following signals have been identified for QQQ. Today, the chart reveals mostly positive signals. The QQQ exchange-traded fund holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a favorable outlook for the fund. Additionally, there is a general buy signal stemming from the relationship between the two averages, where the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, support is anticipated at $552.27 and $532.62. A drop below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Friday, May 23, 2025, and since then, the price has increased by 9.23%. Further upward movement is expected until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, commonly known as MACD. Volume is increasing in tandem with the price, which is considered a strong technical signal. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 31 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 4 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 13 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 53 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 49 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average, buy signal from 53 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 41 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages shows a buy signal from 32 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you wish to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for QQQ. On the downside, the exchange-traded fund finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $519.11 and $513.04. There is a natural risk involved when an exchange-traded fund is testing a support level, as breaking this level may lead the fund to fall to the next support level. In this scenario, QQQ finds support just below today's level at $519.11. If this is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $513.04 and $446.18. Generally, the exchange-traded fund tends to exhibit very controlled movements, and due to its good liquidity, the risk is considered to be very low. Over the last day, the fund experienced a movement of $4.53 between its high and low, which is a change of 0.82%. For the past week, the fund has had a daily average volatility of 0.84%. Before we dive into the potential favorable trading levels for QQQ, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important ratio assesses a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A relatively low PE ratio may indicate either a muted expectation for the company's future or suggest that the exchange-traded fund is undervalued, presenting a potential buying opportunity. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for QQQ. There's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the exchange-traded fund could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this case, you might consider entering a position and using volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, QQQ encounters its first support level at 519.11. If this support level holds, it could serve as a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $536.26, representing a decline of 3.59%. This exchange-traded fund exhibits very low daily movements, resulting in minimal risk. The relative strength index over a 14-day period stands at 78, which significantly heightens the risk. However, there is a buying signal indicated by a pivot bottom identified 30 days ago. Is QQQ ETF a good buy? QQQ holds several positive signals and is within a strong rising trend. As the old saying goes, let the trend be your friend. We therefore consider it to be a favorable choice at current levels, with expectations of further gains over the next 3 months. We have upgraded our analysis conclusion for this ETF from a buy to a strong buy candidate since our last evaluation. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Thursday, the 10th of July, we anticipate that QQQ will open lower by nearly 0.6 dollars and begin trading at $555.66. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money. It is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the buying or selling of securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on the information from StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current perspective on the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your insights. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.